So I'm in Bastogne, Belgium, and spending a couple days here. This is where the Battle of the Bulge went on. A lot of military history, and a lot of military equipment was left here after World War II. So there's a lot of interesting museums that showcase this stuff, and this is one of them. So I'm going to go inside and show you around the property. This is actually one of the original barracks, the Bastogne Barracks. I don't know if you can actually tour around too much, but I'm going to try to show you as much as I can as far as the buildings and things like that go. Whoa, look at this. Get the wow factor right away here. Unfortunately, there's music playing the whole time in here, so I hope it's not going to be an issue. I mean, it's really cool for the feels and putting you into that state, but it makes it difficult to post on YouTube. So we'll see what I can do here. It's always so amazing to be able to see something like this on display and then directly see photos like this is from World War II. I mean, that's incredible. That is history that you can just, I don't know, it's just unbelievable. The Cobra King. So I'm not sure if this is the actual tank here, but seemingly it looks like when they have pictures like this, at least in this museum, this is the actual tank then. This is the one they're showing you. I can't see any markings on here, so I don't know for sure, but it's obviously the same type. Look at this beast. M16 multiple gun motor carriage. Wow. I'd have to say this Mud Patrol thing, this M29 Weasel. This would be my my vehicle of choice for sure. 3 seats for my buddies. Gosh, this thing is so cool. Designed for missions such as supply, patrol, and casualty transport, the Weasel can operate on difficult terrain. Its wide tracks easily negotiate snowy or swampy environments. It can be airlifted or dropped by parachute. I love this thing. I don't know what it, I guess it's made by Renault, so it's the French. Apparently I like the small tracked vehicles.
Long before any foreign nation utilized parachute jumping as a practical form of warfare, Uncle Sam's Air Force had perfected this means of offense and of defense. First, the equipment of guns and accessories
Tight fit in there, though.
thrown safely to the earth. Then the
Yeah, it's the Renault UE2.
Then a tug as the parachute opens to glide the men to safety.
And this is where you drive. It's already packed for the trip.
Analyzes the jumps.
Tell you what, this Russian tank is huge. It's the first thing you see when you come into this particular building. It is a monster. ISU 152 or 152. Man, this thing is very large. Here's another small tracked vehicle, the Humber Scout. The Mark II. It's a British vehicle. Luckily, I brought a little light, so because this room in particular is pretty dark. Yeah, this amphibious thing. The duck. Bullet holes on this thing. Went right through. Wow. I put my light in there and now you can really see. It's just wild to think that I'm looking at this at a museum. It just seems so detached, but somebody was in this thing when it got shot up. It's just, can't imagine being in there.
For perfect form, the parachutist is expected to land standing on his 2 feet.
This thing's cool. This old British vehicle. I love this. Amara C8 Mark III Fat. I love this. Look at this from one side. I'll show you what it looks like. Really beautifully restored. I don't think there's going to be one here, but I had a chance to buy a Pinsgauer one time. I should have bought it. It wasn't the 4 wheels in the back, it was just the 2 and the 2, but the thing was awesome. should have bought it. I don't know, but I'm a huge Unimog fan. One day I will have a Unimog. Unimog, as they say in Germany. This thing's awesome. A short wheelbase like this. Ford Canadian military pattern F30. Love it. Coming up to this, I knew it was a Sherman just by the style. Largely the most respected tank of all time. That is awesome. Yeah, probably how many kills. Wish I could see inside this.
I'm going fit for whatever destiny holds ahead. Heroes, everyone. Heroes by the million. Men who abandon home and vocations that they may be ready to defend democracy if necessary. Sturdy of body, firm in spirit, seamen, marines, soldiers, and flyers. A huge civilian army joins in this great defense program. Rigid rough work is training, actual combat is simulated, conditions met and mastered. No problem that may arise will find these men wanting. Men like these are not to be stopped. No individuals, no evasive words or deeds, no brutal action or selfish interests will be allowed to impede their growing strength.
That's wild. All the different types of landmines.
Seamen, marines, soldiers, and flyers. A huge civilian army joins in this great defense program. Rigid rough work is training, actual combat is simulated, conditions met and mastered. No problem that may arise will find these men wanting. Men like these are not to be stopped. No individual, no evasive words or deeds, no brutal
This thing looks pretty tough.
will be allowed to impede their growing strength, effectiveness, and safety. For today,
Look at this thing. The Dragon Wagon. This is a monster. So this would rescue tanks that were stuck or broken down. The M26 Pacific Dragon Wagon. This thing is a monster. It's got the tank on the back. It's a Sherman M32B1 TRV. Crazy.
Mechanical genius joins with the muscle of millions of men, working to win for the ways of freedom. Freedom to think, to speak, to rise, live, and to plan with one fellow man. America's past resources are harnessed to the job of being the world arsenal for this and other democracies. Its present-day production of armaments is but a mere fraction of the great job that lies ahead.
Well, you can really get inside this one. Some of them they let you in, or at least to look in, and some are completely closed off. That's an M3 Grant. That's what that is.
Seamen, marines, soldiers, and flyers. A huge civilian army joins in this great defense program. Rigid rough work with training, actual combat is simulated conditions men master. No problem that may arise will find these men wanting. Men like these are not to be stopped. No individual, no evasive words or deeds.
Look at this one. This is outside of the last building here. The amount of fire that this thing took. Crazy. It's like a direct hit. Wow. This was British self-propelled gun. 17 PDR. I don't know what most of that stuff means. Yeah, here's another one with these bullet holes. And that's pretty thick metal. Steel or whatever. That's unreal. That's cool, man. I wish you could see the barracks. I wish you could take a tour inside here. Bastogne Barracks, maintenance, garage used as the aid station. So you have to wonder, how did all these American armory and machinery get here? I guess it was left here after the Second World War. All this equipment and everything. That's your tax dollars at work right there. Maybe one day they'll have a military museum in Afghanistan with all the equipment that they left. Yeah, I would love to walk down in here. They don't even let you go through the buildings or walk around. That would be so cool. Yeah, they actually, this is cool. These are the, I'm assuming these are the buildings behind them. So this is right where this stuff happened. There's General Anthony McAuliffe. Just in front of the Nuts Cave. Okay, so the Nuts Cave that's down on the other side. Look at this one, how damaged the background is. Yeah, so that's what it would have looked like during the war. Look at the planes. Wow. Gosh, can you imagine being here 80 years ago and looking up and seeing those warplanes fly by? Anyway, I'd love to get down and show you that stuff, but they really don't want you going down there. There's a lot of stuff that's kind of blocked off. It's a big area, these old barracks, but what they show you is really cool. What you get to see is very, very interesting. It's always a trip to see this amount of American military equipment so far overseas, but obviously we know why it's here. Anyway, hope you liked it. I'm getting back on the road. I'm going to see whatever else I can find here in Belgium. The quarter pounder. A quarter pounder.